Dawson Rider Wiki.
Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here. Welcome to my review and spoiler discussion for Power Rangers Beast Morphers episode 15 called Seeing Red. This actually was a follow-up episode to debuting Fury Mode last week, dealing with the consequences of it, which I actually kind of didn't expect. And I didn't expect that we kind of left it off too, that without a resolution in terms of what we're gonna do. But basically, the little Fury crystals that we got last week from the villains to power the new Fury Mode was corrupting Devon and making him a little bit reckless, like basically almost like aggressive and a little bit cocky and kind of heated. He was using the speed a lot. It felt like the episode was making it seem like he only just got the speed. Like he was like, oh, I'm so fast now. I'm like, but you were always fast. But that was the main takeaway of the episode. I thought it was pretty solid. A little bit generic because it was one of those classic ones where a character's under some sort of spell or something and then they come around to their senses and apologize at the end. I was a little bit impressed that they weren't so heavy-handed with it. Like when the episode started, in the first Ranger-related fight, you had Devon basically solo battling all these people and getting in the way of the other Rangers trying to attack, and he was holding his own fine. And I thought it was going to turn into episode discussion about like, oh, teamwork, we have to all work together, we're useless by ourselves. I'm really glad that they didn't do that, because often when Power Rangers overdoes the teamwork message, they kind of send that exact message, like they can't literally do anything on their own or even in squads, like we all have to change the light bulb together. But there's an element I have to talk about which bothered me, which has bothered me every time it's brought up. It's been brought up multiple times throughout Power Rangers history. I don't know why everyone is so against Power Rangers helping with everyday crimes. Like, I'm not saying they need to add a police scanner to their Zords and be monitoring for petty thefts and stuff, but every time a Ranger interrupts an everyday crime, they always get scolded. I'm like, oh, well, that guy's being stabbed to death. Too bad I'm a Ranger and I can only blow up monsters. That was so stupid. Like, the cop got mad at him for stopping the robbery. It's like, you're welcome. I mean, was it overkill that he lifted the guy's car up? Yeah, but so? That was like a thing that the commander pointed out to him later, like, I'm not being reckless. Yeah, you weren't being reckless? What about when you stopped this robbery? You're a maniac. I don't get that. Like, I guess it's part of Zordon's stupid rule of don't escalate a battle unless Rita forces you to. Alpha 1 did nothing wrong. Zordon's a half measure, we all know it. That bothers me. Especially when the commander listed it later as one of Devon's reckless behaviors. Like, it was more obviously a problem when he was in the gym and he started like recklessly fighting the other people and being aggressive and ruined Ben and Betty's cake. That was the biggest crime. I don't even care about the dad's birthday. That you don't waste good cake. I am glad that it didn't turn into like a really preachy thing about teamwork, and I'm also really glad that there wasn't a really big cheesy speech that somehow snapped Devon out of it. What wound up basically happening is right at the second that Devon got the last Fury Charger when his other one ran out, he had just a split second before he tried to switch him out where he got clarity. So he came to his senses on his own. The only thing that bothered me about that bit was that during the struggle, Ravi got the crystal and was playing keep away with Devon, and I'm like, why don't you just crush it with your hand? You have super strength. And right when I thought that, he's like, remember, I have super strength, and then he used it to punch him. I'm like, just crush the gem. Especially since Devon crushed it like 3 seconds later. I don't know why the same thing couldn't have been achieved by Ravi. Who's Ravi? Roborazzi. By Ravi just crushing it. So that was kind of just, it was like a little nitpick, but it just logically, it didn't make sense. Like, it just kind of, I guess it dragged the fight scene out because you wanted more fight scene happening. Something I thought was neat was that when he powered down, when the Fury Crystal ran out of charge, it actually decolored the suit to be like a purple color. I'm surprised they actually, and I'm sure it's not that expensive, but I'm surprised they actually went ahead and made a depowered suit. Like, I first saw it in the thumbnail, I'm like, oh, is this a new mode? So I was kind of surprised. Like, it's just a small detail. And also, by the end of the episode, they're out of Fury Crystals because apparently the last one that they tried to use to trap Devon with was supposed to be the last one, and they never really bring up what they're going to be doing from here on out in terms of how to power the Fury mode, because seemingly that was the only way they were doing it. I kind of imagine that we're going to be facing a greater threat in the next couple episodes, and they're probably going to say something like, if only we had Fury mode, and then it'll come back sometime after that, whether it be after that conflict or they somehow find a way to repair it during it, because they did finally scan the last Ranger Civilian mode power, which was Devon's. I actually thought they already got it, because I feel like they've been in multiple situations where Devon has used his speed in front of him, but whatever. But it seems like within the next couple episodes we'll be getting that upgrade suit or something to do with that. So I imagine when they face that, they're either going to try to bring back Fury mode or comment on how they don't have a solution for it yet. I like that they've kept that plot going too, with the villains competing to steal the Rangers' powers. And I like how at the end Blaze is like, you failed actually, you shouldn't get the upgrade. I'm like, Koboldsud, you only had like one plan in the last 5 episodes, and the rest of the time you either just made a face or you weren't even in the episode. Hashtag Team Roxy. Yeah, that's pretty much about it. I mean, there was kind of a dumb plot with Ben and Betty's birthday, which was not their birthday, their dad's birthday, which was whatever, but I found this episode to be pretty solid. A 7.5. Wasn't the greatest thing, but I was pleasantly surprised that what could have turned into multiple branching pathways of preaching, it didn't. I just don't know why Rangers can't help with crimes. That just seems stupid. Anyway, until next time, let me know what you guys thought of the episode. If you saw it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and climb the steps, and ring that bell to get notifications for all my videos. Till next time, Dawson Ryder, signing out.